Hey there, welcome to Soulfully Illumined. This video is part 2 of a series as we take a journey through the chakras. So this video we are going over messages from the sacral chakra. I keep saying like sacral plexus for some reason. And I guess, to some degree, like you can argue it's kind of like a plexus, but anyway, regardless, we're going over the sacral chakra messages for you regarding your sacral chakra. We're going to look at the energies. We're also looking at some messages Spirit would like you to know, and then some advice. But, you can Google, you can look up what the sacral plexus is, but I feel like it's really important that we just connect with these different chakras. And that sacral chakra is so key. It's so important for our creative expression, our emotions, our sexuality. And so, while they're all important, but really tapping into each chakra can really help give us better wisdom, understanding, clarity as to why our life may be where it is at this point and what we can do to change it. So anyway, we are going to do this reading. Please do take what resonates, leave what does not, and we'll go from there. We have 3 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to. And I will see you at your pile. Hey there, if you picked pile 1, this reading is for you. So, when I was shuffling cards and this one pulled out for you, I just felt my sacrum, my solar chakra, just spinning. And then now, as I was about to start the recording, I heard the song. Oh my God, I'm so bad with lyrics when I'm put on the spot. But it's an old song. It's been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know and I don't know why. I don't know if you know that song or not, but it's an old one. And it's just the part they emphasized was, been around the world. And I don't know if you're searching for something, but I'm feeling this frazzled energy and even this scattered energy. So I don't know if you're feeling that way right now or you're about to feel that way, but it's this scattered energy. It's you're trying to get somewhere and do something, but there's just some scattered. But also what I'm feeling is this rotation through the sacrum, through that sacral plexus. It's just kind of spinning. So it could also be that you're just kind of going through a transition point, pile 1, where the energy, you're just transforming. And that could be what I'm getting is how you're looking at things, how you are creating, just somehow there's ideas coming in, inspiration coming in. It could be something like that as well. But there's some sort of shift, transformation that's happening through the sacral plexus. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, but Waffles, my cat, is about to walk through. So let her just do her little prance. No, let's not do that. And let's put her down. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so let's look at your card though. We're getting Divine Discord. This card, what I'm really getting with the energies here is, yes, dissatisfaction and things kind of shifting as a result. So I don't know if you've been in dissatisfaction about key elements in your life that are supposed to bring you emotional, I'm getting emotional freedom, emotional joy. But it's changing, pile 1. It is changing. It may be that you've been feeling stagnant. Stagnant's the word that I'm getting through this journey. But things are shifting, and usually they shift from the inside out. So give yourself some time and patience, because through this period, as you're shifting, you're taking the pieces that you want to take with you. It's kind of well, I got all of these things going on. I have this, 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 and that, but I'm going to take this with me, and I'm going to continue with this, and I'm going to continue with this, because these things give me emotional fulfillment. And those are key words for you, Pile 1, emotional fulfillment. What fills your cup, Pile 1? And it's about taking those key steps, like those step-by-step, like those steps that you need to take. It's just taking it one step at a time, because I feel like it's going to build over time. Like the 1 plus the 2 equals the 3 to me is about expression. And that sacral plexus for you is wanting to express, but it can't really express when there's so much noise around you, so many things around you. So it's like, allow that spinning, whether it's all these different things in your life on your plate, or just energetically things are just kind of shifting. Let it all just kind of settle down. Kind of like being the eye of the storm and just allowing it all to settle down. Being that divine feminine goddess energy that also is within that sacral plexus. See, I did it again. Sacral chakra. Allowing yourself to be in that power. Let's take it further. Let's see what else wants to come through. For Pile 1, please, Spirit. Messages for their sacral chakra. Look at this little mess I'm making. For Pile 1 viewers, please, Spirit. Yeah, you're transmuting and shifting the way that you're doing things. You may be doing that now, or it's starting to shift. Because, see, so we have Justice here, right? Card 8. And it's about balance, right? The Justice card is about balance, and there's a lot of Libra energy in the sacral chakra, just as it is in the Justice card. And that's about balance, right? So number 1, I feel like there's a lot of energy that's coming through you at this point, and that's allowing you to balance the aspects within your world and energetically through your sacrum, your sacral chakra. But that balancing happens through understanding. It's like I said before, it's like being in that eye of the storm. You're not so submerged in it all. You're watching. You're alert. You're paying attention to the world around you. And as you stay in that observer state, you gain that clarity that you need. You gain that information that you need to cut those cords that no longer serve you and move towards the things that do. Here we have the 8 of Fire, and we have it in reverse, and it says speed, action, multitasking. I get a lot of information, lots of things coming at you, but it's in reverse here, because it's like when you're in that state of alignment and in that state of quiet, it's like nothing can penetrate you. You stand in your own state of power. And so it's like, instead of being not engaged, instead of being reactive, you then become responsive. And I feel like that's why it's a little bit spinning in there. Do you find that your pelvis tilts down, like from the front, it just kind of tilts down? I just feel like that might be the case with you. That can put some pressure on that lower back of yours. And that lower back pressure or tightness is symbolic of extra stress and pressure that you put on your back, you know, such as family, such as work, all of these responsibilities and all of these things that you're putting on your back. So that may be a thing for you, but give it time, because in divine timing, things are shifting. See, here we have the 10 of Air, and I'm being directed towards that, this thing here. I don't even know what this thing's called. Can someone just comment down below and tell me what it's called? Because I can never remember what it's called. Anyway, give yourself time because you are shifting and you are changing. And as you do, you're going to see where you've been placing limitations on yourself, where you've been, period, where you've been placing those limitations on yourself. You're not as walled up, you're not as boxed in as you think you are. That's for somebody out there. As you see these pieces of the puzzle that have been like just limiting you, a lot of it is mental. You're going to find that you'll be able to make those shifts and you'll feel very liberated. The Chariot, okay, bottom of the deck. That's going to allow the movement forward. So pile one, if you haven't felt like you've had movement forward, you know, hence the, you know, the title, it says Divine Discord or Divine Discontent. If you don't feel that way, it's totally okay, of course, but it's because there's some pieces that you have yet to see, right? Where you've been holding yourself back. And finding that balance of that give and take, you know, doing things you want to do and doing things that you have to do and so forth. But, you know, I'm really drawn to the word victory. So if you feel like you've been struggling in something for a while, know that there is victory coming, there is relief coming. What I'd really recommend for you, pile one, is figure 8 movements. So that means like standing up and just just kind of rotating your pelvis in a figure 8. Get it moving, but don't multitask while you're doing it. Meaning focus on that slow movement in the rotation of the pelvis. Just focus. What you're doing with that movement and that focus is actually slowing down is it the anxiety? For some of you, it could be anxiety, but just really kind of like working the energy so it's all kind of, it's not so chaotic. So it's just kind of slowing it down and just putting it in a soothing movement to bring everything together, okay? And it's a great meditation for the mind. Okay, if you're not one to just do breathing, you know, if you like active meditation, that's actually a really nice one to kind of be in the body versus the mind. All right, let's continue on. Where are we going now? Are we going there? Are we going there? Okay, we're going here. Really? Okay. Nope, sorry, my bad. We are going here. Sorry about the lawnmower. Cannot be helped. 'Tis the season. So for pile one, please, Spirit. Messages for their sacral chakra, prosperity. Good luck. Talent. Love that. Love it. Oh. Okay, first of all, part of like there's a couple different things coming through here. We have the prosperity card, and I see how it's such a beautiful card, but it's like she's pointing up to the justice. It's almost like, I don't know if you've been concerned about money or like stability or things like that, but it's like you're finding this balance between, you know, work and play. Emotional fulfillment. What gives you emotional fulfillment, pile one? I feel like you're finding, or you will be finding, the balance of what does that for you. She points up. And you know what though, pile one? This is what I'm getting, is that as you find that balance in your life, you'll realize you never had to work that hard. It wasn't about working hard. It was about working smart. It was about finding your balance in the things that you do, in your creative expression, in your relationships. Okay, because we have, why did I get relationships? Oh, we had family. Okay, and this is like community as well, I'm getting. Family, business, work relationships. finding the balance between all of it that gives you that feeling of emotional stability, confidence, and strength. When you find that balance, what then happens is it just puts you in a state of being lit up. And guess what happens as a result? Abundance flows. Abundance flows. It's a whole different way of living. You know, we're taught to work hard, you know, and then you get the money, and then you can play later. No, This is about you finding your balance here and now that brings you joy, and allowing the laws of attraction, the laws of the universe to take place and do their job. Where else was I? Okay, good luck. We have good luck here. I'm drawn to his eyes with this card, and to me it's like, instead of working so hard and using the mind, it's really about using the heart and seeing what makes you light up, what makes you open up your eyes and want to be here in the world. Pile 1. Your creative expression is really key in this reading. They're really emphasizing your creative expression, because even through here we have talent. You have these talents, and I'm getting hidden talents. I don't know why. Hidden talents or talents that you have yet to fully express. I think some of you may know what it is and you're kind of afraid to express it, but they're saying, no, you were born to do this. Look at her. She just dances with ease, you know? It's like, and that's another thing, you know, like in our mind, because we went to school and we had to learn all of these things, you know, that we didn't know, you know, we then walk into the world realizing, holy crap, we don't know anything. But it's because the system, that system was built that way to teach certain things. But you came to this planet, you came to this world fully equipped with everything you needed to know. And the things that you didn't need to know, or the things that you needed to know that didn't really, that you may not have known, you were always guided to it. It wasn't a have to, well, although sometimes it's like, damn it, do I really have to, Spirit? Sure, I'll do it. All I'm saying is you would be guided to it. And I'm saying to you, Pal 1, follow your intuition, because the things that you'll need to know, you will be guided towards. It's not like back in high school. That's what I'm getting for, I don't know if that's for somebody out there. And then I'm drawn to goals, expansion, vision. It's like, focus on that versus focusing on the discontent and the lack of movement and all of these things on your plate. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Pile 1. Yeah, anything else? We'll do one final card with the, oh my god, I'll link the deck down below. But one final card for Pile 1, please. Spirit, for their Sacral Chakra. Any final messages for Pile 1 regarding their Sacral Chakra? Oh, I love it. Okay. Okay, Joan of Arc, we have Voice of Truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose. Release the fear of prosecution and speak your truth. You have something to give the world, Pile 1, which is yours, strictly yours, your own authentic expression. So you may not feel like you belong. You're not meant to. You're an individual within a collective. And you're meant to speak your truth. You're meant to speak what comes through you. And that's not, that when I say speak, it's not necessarily literal. Express may be a better word then. you're meant to express yourself in your own authentic way. Okay, and then we have Odin. Psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And that's basically what I said already in the reading. All right, so you're coming online, pile one. Like really getting in sync with your divine self. Like even underneath that, we have the Shekinah, sacred self. And it's like, I can feel that with your sacred, like your divine feminine is coming in. And even if you're a male watching this, we need both. That feminine, that knowing your power, but using it in a way where you don't have to work so hard. It's about being it, exuding it, and therefore allowing the energies to make that shift. You know what I mean? Anyways, that is your reading, pile one. Thank you for watching, and do like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you on another video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey there, pile two. If you picked the 2, this reading is for you. We are going into your sacral chakra and see what sort of messages want to come through. So as far as energies, we got the Angel Rose Bar. I'm not too concerned with the name of it. I'm looking more at the card. And I do, like, I feel this sense of gentleness about you, pile 2. And even how you relate with others, just this gentleness about who you are. And it's really interesting. I'm getting like light worker, like soft, peaceful light worker energy from you. It's like you can walk in the room, like I don't know if any of your friends tell you that you're like this sweet person and that you're like this breath of fresh air, or you know, you're just really sweet. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Or it's just something that's within you. I can feel through that sacrum, like through that sacral plexus, see, I did it again, sacral chakra area. It's like so subtle though, like that's why, sorry, I'm just kind of hesitating because what I'm feeling down there is so subtle. It's like almost like you're very poised. You're poised. You really handle life well. You're very soft through life, which is just a great attribute anyone should have, or should have, really. You know, if we were a lot more lighter with life, I think the world would be a very different place. But for you, pile 2, it's like, I don't know if you have an issue with expression. Pile 2, it feels like there's an aspect of you that suppresses your emotion, such as like anger or so forth. And I'm feeling like that's kind of from childhood, the need to express how you feel, because maybe you couldn't express it in your house. You know, it wasn't very polite to express negative emotion, or you felt like you always had to be proper or a certain way. And the softness has really helped you, pile 2, to help you to cope, to get through it, to move through your world. But I feel like there's just some residual emotions in that area, in that sacral area, that's just wanting to be released is what I'm getting. So we'll take a look at some tarot and see what wants to come through. So for pile 2, please, Spirit, what do they need to know about their sacral chakra? The High Priestess and the Four of Earth. Okay. I don't know, pal, too. It feels like maybe you're taken for granted sometimes. You know, you're there, you're a great, like, helper. You help a lot of people around you. You're there for everybody else. Perhaps you have been taken advantage of in the past. Or, you know, continue a cycle of, you know, taking care of others, and maybe this is just what's expected of you, and this is what you need to do. But I'm getting patience that is changing. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm feeling like it's more of like a childhood thing. Like you're in the middle of this transformation, or you will be transforming those attributes. It's like that old part of you is being released so the new one can emerge. It's like you are so much stronger and so much more capable than what you are given credit for. You know, if you look at all the things that you've done in your life, how many people you've helped and been there for in your life, you'll realize, wow, that's amazing. Can you imagine if you channeled all that energy towards you and the things that you want, your own investments? What could you do? Do you know what I mean? And so what I'm getting here is, you know, don't look back, keep going. But it's like follow your own intuition, because that's going to bring back your control of the situation. It's going to bring you back your confidence and help you to gain that groundedness. It's like that strength in the moment. I don't know, has money been an issue for you, pal, too? Because if it has, you'll be seeing your rewards. You know, usually energy or money flows where energy goes, right? And so it's like, I feel like you've just been pleasing other people or helping all of these other people instead of putting that time and energy to you. And I get it. Like, of course, like you're such a sweet soul and you want to be there for someone else. But it's like that balance of that give and take with you and others, but also, you know, you and the rest of the world. What do you need? It's kind of like being on that airplane. You got to put your own mask on first, oxygen mask on first, before you can help anyone else. I feel like that's kind of what's coming through. But I get it. You are honestly an earth angel, pile 2. That's what it feels like here. And you have so much wisdom and understanding and so much compassion for others. But it's like you're finding that balance, or you will be finding that balance between playing with others and playing with yourself, doing the things that you want to do. And specifically, I keep coming to the word investment. So I don't know if you're looking at investments right now. If you are, it's I feel like things are going to light up for you. The pieces, you'll be drawn. Your intuition's going to take you to certain things that you need to invest towards. But it's hard to see it when you're tapped out, when you're exhausted, when you can barely do anything because you're exhausted. And you're in fear mode because you're worried about money, or you're worried about this and that and all these things you have to do. Stay clear. Fill yourself up, pile 2, because there's a lot coming your way. And the thing is, these pieces, these opportunities, these investments are coming in, and that's going to just jive you up, my friend. It's going to kind of funnel those creative juices outwards to be expressed. Yeah. It's because you're giving too much out to the world. And you know what? Like, I know, even as I say that, I feel some guilt. But it's like, no, man. Like, you're here to live. You're not here to be a martyr, right? All right, let's take it further. Okay, Spirit for pile 2's messages from or for their sacral chakra, please. What do they need to know about their sacral chakra, please, Spirit, for pile 2 viewers? Dream the world into being. Dream the world into being. Okay, can you see that? I don't even know if you can see that. I didn't even show you the cards, but I hope you saw them. So we have, under your oracle card, we have dreams. 2 things coming through here with this card is rest, if you need to rest. When you're with yourself, fully with yourself, and aren't really looking at all these things that you have to give to and help with everything else, when you finally have that moment of stillness, feel into your body, because some of you may need to rest. I'm just going to take it easy for a little while and fill your own cup, physically, mentally, emotionally. And part of the emotional part of this is really like dreaming about the things that you want and what balance means to you. Pile 2. If you can, spend time with the moon, because I feel like that intuitive feminine energy is really key, that receptive mode. It's like there's a piece of the receiving that you're not allowing. I don't know if it's why. It could be that some of you feel like you need to do in order to feel valued. And it's like, no. You are always valued, whether you're doing or not. But there's going to be some healing that comes through for you, pile 2, and clarity as to why certain things have happened, why certain patterns that you've had have happened. It's because you're at this ending, that 2-7. It's like gaining that understanding of why you were doing those things, and just kind of releasing it, because you'll gain that clarity. Solitude time, like solitary time for you, pile 2, is so key. So as I was saying, dreaming that world into being, spending time in your intuition. If you like to like stare at the clouds, I don't know, what do they call it, like cloud gazing, something like that. If you feel drawn to do that, go for it. Lie in the grass, look up at the sky, and just stare at the sky. There's something about that, or something about you daydreaming, is really going to ease that subtle friction in the body, because for you, you're like sensitive. It's like it's like, yeah, your body is just sensitive. You're just sensitive. You're a very soft, light being. It's like you're a very high vibe being. I'm drawn to the trust here. That solitude time, as I said, is going to be key. You're going to be gaining a lot of insight. And through this insight, through this time of just being with you, pile 2, it's like you are going to find yourself. And that means, like, we never really lose ourselves, but you're going to gain greater clarity that's going to help to build you up and empower you. And that is going to shift your approach to how you're doing life. There may be certain addictions that you use to help you cope with the situations that you're in. Pile 2, such as food, such as alcohol, you know if you have one. But it's like that's going to shift, because you won't need it anymore. You won't need it anymore. You'll get it. It'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I feel so much better. And you'll find that you'll start to wean it off. And it's just going to happen. You won't even have to think about it. It's because your energy has just shifted. And therefore, that's no longer a match to this new balance. You know what I mean? It's kind of cool. So then we have inspiration. And under that, it says commitment. That shift in that sacral area will move up to your solar plexus. And it's because we have this finding yourself card, and that's just that empowerment of realizing, damn, you're pretty amazing. And here you are doing all these great things for everyone else and all these other things. And meanwhile, this time alone is really showing you how amazing you are, allowing for this transformation and really amping up that solar plexus to help you commit more to yourself, your own journey, as well as your life purpose. And from that position, you then move forward and you guide others. You're doing it now, but you're not doing it in the best balanced state for you, where you thrive. You know what I mean? And so it's like, let's shift it a little bit so we can get you out of the 10 of fire. Like, look at this. This is not nice. And move you into a state of this. You know what I mean? Okay, I just made a total mess here. Hold on. That was there, that. Okay, now let's go into last card for pile 2, please, Spirit. Advice for pile 2 viewers. Any final advice, Spirit? We have Dual Cole, Cole, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Beautiful. And actually, this is such a perfect card because, like, that's kind of like the energy that I was feeling, the softness, this lightness, this sweetness. So interesting. I was totally feeling this. And it's just about one step at a time, pile 2. Just go with the lightness, and you'll find that as you go with that lightness and grace, that is the energy. That is the groove, the speed, the style that works really well for you because it actually puts you in your power. You're just more aligned in there. You work better in that sort of groove. I hope that makes sense. And then we have move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Holy Amethyst. And that brings us back to your intuition, pile 2. Like I said, you're sensitive. And so your intuition is, you know, it's on point. And so it's like in that space of just being with you, I feel like you're going to get a lot of hits. Like you'll gain a lot of understanding and clarity. Your intuition's going to be really speaking to you. Really nice. Really, really nice pile 2. Really nice reading. So if you enjoy this reading, do give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you. And see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey there, if you picked pile 3 or number 3, this reading is for you. I apologize about the lawnmower. He just started back up again right in front of my window. But we're going to continue and move through it anyway. So, sacral messages and just basically what you need to know about your sacral chakra. It needs to be stretched out, pile 3. I don't know. I'm just feeling this need to like move and just stretch out. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's for someone out there. Let's go into the energies. Yeah. The impossible made possible. Gorgeous card, right? And that's the stretching out energy that I was feeling. It's like this need to go beyond where you have been or where you are currently and move into an area that's just more expansive for you. I don't know if you do a lot of sitting pile 3 or you do a lot of like, you know, mundane, like just same things over and over again every day. Like your schedule is just like the same sort of schedule every day. It's with something like that, it can definitely restrict the sacral chakra, and just the body in general, because our body's not meant to do one thing for so long, for such long periods of time, like repeatedly. We're meant to live, right? We're meant to just be free and create and express and so forth. But with you, pile 3, I'm just feeling this longing to stretch, to move, to get beyond where it is currently, and lighten up is what I'm getting. So I don't know if you've had a lot of heaviness, but it's like you're at this ending pile 3 where you're starting to just kind of, you're getting ready to reboot and move into, you know, just changes is what I'm getting. But let's take a look and see what else wants to come through with tarot. So for pile 3, please, Spirit, messages regarding their sacral chakra. Okay. Balance. Okay, so we have that's so funny. Okay, so we have balance. Sorry, I'm just getting a couple different things here. First things first, it's like you've been walking a straight line. Even when you walk, pile 3, this is interesting. It's coming up now. When you walk, do you look at your feet as you're walking? Do you look down? Do you look up at the sky, or do you look straight ahead? Just kind of curious, because I feel like you're one to kind of watch your steps. And that may not be literal, like it could be literal, but it's also metaphoric in a sense of, are you watching and just kind of like critiquing every move you make? I feel like that's kind of bringing you down. It's kind of restricting your creative expression, your creative flow is what I'm getting. And so it's kind of like, let go, let loose, look up and just fly. Go with the wind, go with the flow. Allow yourself to just kind of go, let loose. Here we have 7 of water. I'm getting choices with this. And then we have 9 of fire. It says protection, preparedness, resilience. Yeah, we need to let go of that. I feel like you've had a lot of opportunities, but also a lot of signs along the way. Pile 3. And you may not have felt like you could actually access them, but it's because it's like you were just you were just a little more cautious than, than not. I'm getting some of you may be overanalyzers who like to overanalyze and just kind of like question and think. We may have some air signs in this pile. But what I'm getting here is just this need to be guarded about choices, about opportunities, about movement, about which way to go here or there. It's like letting that go. Pile 3, like you're meant to live. You're meant to just be free. Like I'm being drawn to the Queen of Fire here. And it says intelligence, exuberance, determined. And it's like, you may not feel like you're perfect, Pile 3, as you like to critique different things. But it's like look, she's wearing red, a red shirt, and I'm getting the red dress here. And it's like, just look up and be in your present environment and enjoy your surroundings. Allow that fire to ignite. And you'll find, right under that, we have the Page of Fire. Let that fire ignite. That's going to bring you motivation to move forward, to be brave, to be bold, to make different choices that really invoke your creativity, really invoke that relationship with you and spirit, you in your environment, and really playing the game of life. We have 10 of Cups, and that's what I'm getting, is that emotional fulfillment. You're going to find greater emotional fulfillment when you get out of your mind, pile 2, pile 3. It's like that mind of yours is stopping you. Yeah, see, look at that. We have 2 air right underneath that. Indecisiveness, avoidance, confusion. It's like, which way do I go? Do I go this way or do I go this one? Well, what lights you up, pile 3? Go that direction. You know this one already. You know how you feel every time you do this. But what if you pick this one? How would that feel? How would that feel? You know what I mean? Maybe it would light up your heart and provide you with that inspiration to move forward. Provide that clarity, that comfort. But I feel like, yeah, it's time to be brave and bold and let go of that need of wanting protection and wanting to play it safe. And you know what? I'm going to just take one more card. Can you give me one more card on that, please? You may have been burned in the past, pile 3, and things may not have worked out. But know this, the past does not reflect the present moment. You are not the same person that you were yesterday. You're at a different time of your life where things are just shifting and moving forward. Your heart is expanding. You are expanding. Your body, your energy, your soul craves, I'm getting expansion. See, look at this. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Listen, if you're quite happy in your space, they're saying if you're not ready to move, please don't do what does not feel right in your own self. But they're asking you to stop and smell the roses then. Start with the simple things in your world, such as going to the water and enjoying the view. You know, going out for a walk and hugging the trees if you're a tree hugger. If you're not, just go out in nature and be with nature. Start a creative project that you just, you know, have had or have and have been wanting to do. Just start with the little things and you'll find that as you start, that will build into something more. Okay, I'm making a bit of a mess here, but let's keep going. Messages for pile 3 regarding their sacral chakra boundaries. For pile 3, messages for their sacral. You haven't been seeing the truth clearly. There's pieces that you've been missing. See, and like, look at this. We have protection, bottom of the deck. You are protected, pile 3. Period. You are protected. And it's like, you hold everything in your hand. You're so much more powerful than you even realize, pile 3. And you'll find that it's through the playfulness for you that's going to really just light you up. Really just show you clarity. So play. You're being asked to play. Play with life. Don't worry too much about the opportunities. If the opportunities present itself and it lights you up, absolutely go in that direction. But it's like, go in the area that lights you up. Don't put too much in the mind about it. Don't be in the mind too much about it and question it. Just play with it. Start with the little things that you know that you're not going to question. We have boundaries. You may have people around you that like to put in their 2 cents, pile 3. But boundaries are issues, and that might be why you're stuck in the possible. because you're stuck in that box. It's because it's like you haven't put those boundaries up. So instead you've made yourself smaller and smaller and smaller because you don't want people to be in your space. And they're saying, you're not meant to be that small. Expand out to how you want to be, and then place the boundaries around that. What supports you? It's not the other way around. Does that make sense, Pile 3? Should I say it in a different way? I can't hear you, so I'm going to try to say it in a different way. Be in the state that you want to be in. Meaning, if you want quiet from like 5 to 9, don't pick up the phone, put your phone on silent, and be still from 5 to 9. Over time, people will understand that during that time, it is do not disturb time for Pile 3. You know what I mean? And slowly but surely, you know, everything needs to mold to you and what you need. And not from an ego standpoint, I'm saying from a heart standpoint, from an energetic standpoint. We have good luck here, and we have time, like, yeah, it's like that analytical part of yourself has put you down. Put yourself down. It's like really you're hard on yourself, but you don't realize that you are so much more than that. So much more than that. And it's like you are, we could be drawn, there's so much magic around you as well. Like, I never even noticed that. The good luck, there's a leprechaun with his pot of gold in the back. There's so many opportunities around you, Pile 3. Like here, we have the 7 of water, and then we have like the leprechaun and his pot of gold. We have the crown on the head. You have a lot of stuff going on for you, Pile 3. But it's like you need to set the boundaries around you. We have travel, truth around you. Some of you may need to travel or be drawn to travel, Pile 3. And it's like, if you can, go for it. Go with the flow, go with the energies, allow it to take you, because through that time of being in flow, so to speak, it's like you're going to be getting truth, clarity, understanding, but a better grasp of what suits you, what supports you. You're going to see yourself more clearly, Pile 3. Fertility, and that's under Queen of Fire and Page of Fire. And with here, like, that's such a match in a sense of, you know, there's one thing about being like guarded and being in like, being guarded, like putting up your walls in our society, right? Like, it's like, yeah, you got to protect yourself, I get it, but then how can you really enjoy and live life? You're being asked to really enjoy and live life, but start with the simple stuff. Because right now for you, I think it's really about being in the simple stuff. And you'll find that pelvis will start to release. Things that don't require too much mind power to think through, but more things that help you to feel through. Did that make sense? Just more of a feeling vibe. You want something that makes you happy. Like, if you want to go to the movies and eat some popcorn, go to the movies, eat some popcorn. If you want a glass of wine by the lake, go get a glass of wine at the restaurant by the lake. You know what I mean? Follow those good feeling actions. That's going to open up that pelvis, that sacrum, that sacral area, that in turn will help make the impossible possible. Interesting. Okay, one final card for you, Pile 3. Spirit, final messages for Pile 3, please, regarding their sacral chakra. Thank you. Almora, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. As you stand in the present moment, Pile 3, as you stand in your power in every moment, just being present, I feel like that's just going to shift everything. And that's what I'm getting from the line of wear a cloak of protection and love. Like, I feel like that is your cloak of protection and love as you stay present, as you're just open to the possibilities in front of you. As you do that, that in turn will set the boundaries, which is what you need for your protection. But what I'm getting here with the Almora, I feel like during this time for you, Pile 3, as you just move with the world, and stick to the simple things, or just, the things that just kind of give you that emotional, I'm getting emotional stability, emotional fulfillment, things that just make you happy. As you do that, I feel like your divine presence is coming more and more online. How can it when it's so restricted, right? When we're put in this box and we just live this small little life. Like, our divine presence is massive. The energies are just complex and massive. And so as we allow ourselves to just kind of let go, it's like we come online, more and more online. Take note of yourself. If you decide to do an adventure day and just kind of go with the flow and just, go on a road trip or whatever, note how your body, mind, and just state is prior to leaving or the day before versus how you are on your trip or after your trip. How have you now shifted? And does it feel good? And do you want to maintain it? And what boundaries do you need to set in order to maintain that vibration? Okay, it's time for you to move with life, Pile 3. Time to move with life. Looks good. So, Pile 3, that was your reading. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you and feel you on another reading. Thanks again. Bye.